Hey guys, just want to show a couple of the trades we took this evening. Um, Already the Euro USD is in great profit. Already it's in great profit, and so is the USD Swiss. It's an USD Swiss is going in great profit as well. All right, Euro USD, USD Swiss. Our other trades are executing as well. Just bang on trade, guys. Where we've made. I told my students to actually move their stop losses to break even so they can ride this trade out. And 195. So we're up a good amount of money, and we'll let it run. Give you guys a heads up, guys. I've kind of started this little thing where I want to take a lot more time on Snapchat and on Periscope educating you guys and answering your questions. Over and above everything I do with mentor tips and everything else, I really want to spend some time with you guys and answer all of your questions related to business, life, starting up a company, etc., etc. So I'm actually taking a lot of questions on Snapchat and on Twitter. So please add me to Twitter and on Snapchat if you want any question answered, be it business, marketing, sales, financial industry, real estate. If there's anything you want answered, I'm not saying I have the answers to everything, but I'm a young adult who's become very successful in life, and I've been through a lot in my life. So I've been able to build a pretty large empire for myself, and I go ahead and I basically go ahead and I distribute that knowledge over to you guys. All right. So in terms of the forex markets, everybody knows I'm pretty much 99% accurate on my trades. No one needs to argue that anymore. But with respect to other aspects, my Twitter is Real Ocean Sky at Real Ocean Sky, RealOceansky, and so is my Snapchat. So go ahead and add me. You can send me questions and snaps directly to Snapchat, or you can go ahead on Twitter and hashtag Ask Reza. So I'm going to be going through questions, and I'll be adding the questions up and making about a 10-minute speech to answer everybody's questions. So on Snapchat it's Real Ocean Sky, and on Twitter it's at Real Ocean Sky. Both are the same. On Twitter, just please hashtag Ask Reza and ask any questions you guys want. A couple questions that asked me already are in respect to opening up a business, and should you open a sole proprietorship or should you open up a corporation? Well, I'll tell you the differences. A sole proprietorship business is generally a smaller business that is based around you being the main entity, which means everything is based on you. You're the main entity. Should anything happen, God forbid, to the business, you're liable for it, and you really don't want to put yourself in that predicament. What you want to do is always open up an LLC, an incorporation, or a limited company where the business itself is a sole entity on its own. The company you're operating should always be its own entity. There's benefits to that because it can attain its own credit, it has its own financials, and in no way is it connected to you other than the fact that you're the director on the company, you're a shareholder in the business, etc., etc. All right. So that was one of the main questions asked to me. What should you do? Should it be a sole proprietorship or should it be a corporation? I would always spend the money in a corporation because again, you want that to be a sole entity. You want it to establish itself. You want it to basically create rapport with other corporations and other financial institutions as well. And essentially, the business will be more whole than if it was a sole proprietorship. Daily Dose is on the feed, my buddy Tim. Guys, check out the Daily Dose as well if you're ever looking for advice on building your Instagram account, marketing, digital marketing. Tim's come a long way with that. So thank you, Daily Dose, for being on his feed. I appreciate you being here. Again, with respect to the forex markets, we took a few more trades tonight. Trades are bang on. Everything's been bang on. Everything's been great. And actually, that's another question that I was asked on my Snapchat is how do you build up your Instagram account? And I'll be honest, the best guys to go to that are the Gentleman's Mafia, Daily Dose, and Millionaire Mentor. Those guys have done some crazy stuff when it comes to social media marketing. So if you want to learn how to build your Instagram account, I highly suggest you check them out and check out the Gentleman's Mafia. They're definitely going to be able to help you with that. Otherwise, when it comes to business, like I said, always focus on building an incorporation or an LLC where the business is its own entity. All right. With respect to school, a lot of people are asking me, is education important to become successful? Education is not important per se. This is a controversial question and always leads to a controversial answer. The way I look at it is this, all right? School is designed to essentially teach you the fundamentals of life, grammar, etiquette, for example, what I took from school is my grammar, the way I speak, being well spoken, being able to read better than I would have had I not been in school. So I took the base fundamentals, but then I used street smarts and street savviness to create a business. All right. So am I opposed to school? No. But would I say school is required for you to become wealthy? Absolutely not. Do you require a degree to become rich? Absolutely not. And then the reason for that is simple. The way I look at it is, if a professor was meant to make you a millionaire, then he wouldn't be doing what he's doing right now. He'd be becoming a millionaire himself. So no one can really teach you how to become successful in business other than yourself, through trials and tribulations, through experience gained by success or by failure. To be successful in business, you need to try. You need to have trial and error. A lot of my friends, all of us who are involved in some sort of business, myself, Andy Frizella, Tim at the Daily Dose, Millionaire Mentor, Cody Sperber, we tried multiple things that failed until we found something that succeeded. However, all of our failures are now our biggest lessons in life. And if you ever ask any of these entrepreneurs, they'll tell you the same thing. Anytime we've ever failed in life, we've looked at that as a lesson that we stopped doing. So if we were doing something in business that was hurting us or not bringing us to success, we noted it down, we essentially mastered what created us to fail, and either redid it in a refined way or just stopped doing it altogether. So the only way you're going to become successful in business is to essentially do it by trial and error, trials and tribulations. That's the only way. School is great to expand your knowledge in the sense of grammar and ethics and certain punctualities, but it's not necessarily required to become successful. And how do I define success? Very simple. I define success through financial freedom. Success doesn't necessarily mean how much money is in your bank account. Success really comes down to you being able to leverage your time. For example, being able to spend time the entire day with your daughter or your son on her birthday, being able to take your wife, your mother, your husband, your family out on vacation, being able to essentially control your own time. All right, as I'm speaking, the Euro USD is continuing to fall and the USD Swiss is continuing to go up. So that means my students are all making great money, which makes me really happy. Essentially, that's the basis of success. Being able to kind of control your own life and dictate what you do on a daily basis. Now, let me tell you something else as well. All right. Becoming successful doesn't mean you're going to sit at home all day and do nothing. The most successful people, all right, are essentially individuals, all right, they're working harder. Successful individuals and entrepreneurs actually put in more hours per day, all right, than the regular 9-to-5 individuals. We work 20 hours a day. The difference in our 20 hours is we love it. We enjoy what we do. All right. Oh, there goes a Euro USD. Fantastic. The difference is we actually love what we do. We wake up every morning buzzed and happy to just kickstart the day. So do we work longer than the regular man? Yes, we do, because we're entrepreneurs. Our minds are always active. Our minds are always focused on creating and recreating, generating and regenerating. All right. MentorTips site is just down for maintenance. We're migrating to a new server. MentorTips is perfectly up and running, guys. Just the main site, mentortips.com, is just we're migrating to a new server. Other than that, just to let you guys know, being a businessman and an entrepreneur, I'm being honest with you, you are going to be putting in a lot more time than the average person is going to be putting in, because your mind is always ticking. You know, there's not a single moment during the day when I'm awake that my mind is aimlessly doing nothing. Every single day that I'm awake, I'm constantly thinking of ways to make myself better, my company better, bring better support to my students, to my clients, and how to expand my horizons. So don't be fooled and mistaken thinking that you're going to become super rich and you're just going to be sitting on an island all day. It doesn't work like that. Are you going to have the capabilities to go to an island whenever you want? Absolutely, you will. But does that mean you're going to want to? Probably not. You're probably going to want to invest more of that time, you know, using your brain, because eventually your brain becomes a weapon. It becomes a weapon of mass destruction. That brain of yours becomes so powerful, all right, so powerful that you just want to use it like, you know, like a superhero, and continue to exploit different businesses, different opportunities, and expand your horizons, all right? Now, how do we cope with stress? Very simple. We take the stress in, and we slowly wipe away anything negative. You see, stress is something that's always going to come to an entrepreneur. Now, entrepreneurs naturally have a much higher tolerance to stress. It's just the way we're bred, the way we're made, because we've learned to accept stress. We've learned to accept certain failures, so we're not afraid of it. We accept it. We know that if we're failing at something, or if there's certain stress in our life, that again, it's a lesson that we're learning and something we're actively working on. So never get into the position where you think the stress alone is going to break you. Don't let it break you. Essentially, allow everything that comes your way to be a lesson in life that you're going to use to perfect your next step. You understand what I mean? Look at stress, or look at any failure in life as an additional stepping stone. You see, you cannot create stepping stones with positivity, because positivity and success naturally raises you higher. There's no steps created. However, negativity and failures will create those steps. And the only way to climb is to have steps presented for you. So without having, you know, inevitable failures in life, you're never going to be able to excel by stepping over those boundaries and breaking through those barriers. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yes, stress is involved when you're an entrepreneur. You work a lot of hours when you're an entrepreneur, but that comes with the territory of being your own man. And eventually, I'm telling you, your body adapts to it, right? The same way when you go on a crash diet, the first 2-3 days you get a headache, you're doing a cleanse, and then your body starts to accumulate and take calories from somewhere else. You know, you go on a big cleanse, you start getting a headache, all right? And 2-3 days later, your body's okay, because what ends up happening is your body starts taking energy stores from the fat stored in your body, and it naturally balances itself out. Such is the case with entrepreneurship and business. You may encounter some difficulties at the beginning. However, during the course of time, you start to adapt and overcome. All right, remember that. Adapt and overcome. All right, it's something that's very vital to your success, being able to overcome and adapt to anything that is presented to you. And those are some minor things you're going to have to endure when becoming an entrepreneur. But I'll tell you right now, it'll be the best decision of your life. You're going to endure some sort of stress in life. It's okay. Just take it, embrace it, and allow yourself to learn from it. Don't ever reject it. Don't ever hide from it. Just embrace it. Take it for what it is and overcome it. All right, guys? I love you guys. Much love and blessings. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. And again, my Twitter is Real Ocean Sky, RealOceansky, and so is my my Snapchat. You can snap me questions. You can also send me questions via Twitter with the hashtag AskReza. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.